What's good, everybody? This is Cam Green. This is the Green Light. Say no more, say less. I got my boy, my co-host. Go ahead and introduce.
What's up? It's your man, Sydney Odom.
And
today we have a special guest with us.
Hi.
Hey, please introduce yourself. Yeah.
Oh,
You already clapping. You already clapping.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
No, matter of fact, let me get you. Let me get you right.
All right.
This is
what we doing.
this is the one,
the
the only,
the
voice
voice
of the marching storm.
What?
Miss Tierra Chapman, aka TT on the mic.
Hey.
Hello.
What's good, Green Light family? How y'all doing? Give me the green light. How many times people did it?
Hey, my brother,
How many times?
he was like, my brother's so nerdy. He said, hey, you know what your theme song should be? I say, what? Green light. I'm like,
Why you have to say it like that though? Well, hello family. Like you said, I'm TT on a mic. Born in a H, raised in a D, family
Hold
from
up.
that boot, so I had to have that beat, but we ain't gonna get into that.
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
love
Tell him exactly where you grew up in the H.
In the A-Leaf, in the
A-Leaf.
southwest side,
South.
Wilkes Bissonnet,
West.
on the south side,
A-Leaf.
the south side.
Yes.
Still stay over there. What's good? Hey, Granny.
Oh, your granny on here?
Abuelita.
Hey,
Cocinando con toda la comida también. What's up?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Let them know.
Okay.
TT, tell them what you just, tell them what your major was and what your minor was while you was at, where you went to?
PV.
Texas.
You know.
So I have a degree.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Oh.
Have a degree in communications, and I minored in Spanish.
Nice.
So, you know,
So she speaks very fluent
very
Spanish.
fluent Spanish.
If you didn't know.
Yeah. Don't ask me to speak it though, because I'm a nervous speaker. I always speak nervously, but I do it randomly. I don't know. I just speak it. I love it.
I'm already knowing.
No, come on, drop a sentence real quick.
I mean, eso no es problema conmigo porque tú sabes, yo puedo hablar mucho de palabras en español, pero cuando tú pregúntame para hablando español, no quiero, porque yo tengo muy nervioso.
No habla.
Not no hable. The H is silent, player boy. The H, you pronounce the H as nothing, and you pronounce the J as the
I
H.
don't
I didn't
know
breathe through Spanish.
what you just said.
I basically said what I said in English first.
Oh, say no more.
Oh,
Say, okay.
Straight up.
So
Yes.
let's
regular translator.
get straight into it
Straight
then.
into it. Yeah.
All right, so today's topic is on finding your purpose and what it looks like to live inside of your purpose.
All right.
But we already know that you are well familiar with
Your purpose.
living in your purpose because you're doing that right now with TT on the mic. So please explain what TT on the mic
talk
is
about
and
it.
how that
Let's
came
talk about
about.
it.
So TT on the mic is my baby. She is my forefront. She's the person that you see when I'm emceeing. She's almost like my version of Sasha Fierce. What people don't know is I've been TT since I was a little girl. And ironically, my uncle used to call me that as a kid, and I used to hate it. I used to always say, Uncle Johnny, stop calling me that. But TT on a mic is basically the fearless self of me. She's the person that Tierra was too afraid to be. And she's the person that she's my spirit animal. And she creates all of these dope movements, all of these things that you see me do. That's TT.
Yeah.
And Tierra is her protector.
Oh,
So yeah.
I like that.
It's like pleasure versus policy. Like passion versus policy. TT's passion, Tierra's policy. So yeah, we'll get into that later though. Because that goes into what we're talking about. Yeah. So
I ain't
that's
never
how,
heard.
she's the customer service representative. Tierra's corporate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Period. Where did that come from?
hey, I don't know. Hey, I
We
love
just
it.
start yelling out like punctuations.
Go ahead, do it.
Question mark. Comma.
That's a key.
Pause.
Right. Semicolon. Let me not. But yeah.
Oh man, this is good.
I told you, like you already know
this
how
is the
I do.
livest.
Where do you get your guests, man?
Hey, this is the lot. Hey, I get them from Prairie View A&M
$2.90.
University.
290.
290. Straight off the 290.
I was sitting there changing the tile. He was like, "You want to be on the show?" Yes.
Oh
Period.
man, TT on the mic. What's
Yeah.
up with it, man? Okay.
But congratulations on. I really love this studio. Like, this is dope.
Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you.
giving me so many vibes.
Shout out to
we
Media Block.
Put it together ourselves.
Period. Really?
No,
No.
we did not. Can't take any
Period.
credit
Wait,
for this.
no, that's where you be like, period? Question mark? God's plan?
Yeah, for real. I ain't got no straight up. But nah, shout outs to Media Block. This is a black-owned business, black-owned studio. You know, you got to support your black businesses and
Absolutely.
everything
Most
like that. And they gave us an opportunity to use this for our platform. So I think that that's dope that we embracing one another and that we're supporting one another.
Thank you, Media Block. I love you.
And shout outs to everybody who voted today.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Ellipsis. You need more than one period. That's the dot for people who don't.
Yeah.
But
TT,
so what we were talking about, like, let's just get into it. Like, what you want to talk? Because, you know how we talk. Like, it always start off with me being nervous and silly, and then we just go into these dope conversations. Because, I'm really a nerd, okay? I like to just sit at home, just bra off, bun it on, YouTube tutorials, vlogs all day. That's me when I don't have to worry.
Okay.
My favorite hobby is, like, if I was to go on a date and a guy was like, so what do you like to do for fun? My business would probably be top 5. Like, mind my business, eat.
I feel like that. I feel like that's the same thing with me. Like when I'm eating or something like that, or I'm at work and I
chunky fry.
Oh yeah.
Period.
when I'm eating when I'm at work, I literally have my headphones in and I like to watch YouTube. I don't know why. That's like my happy place when I'm eating and I'm in my own little zone.
Am I the only person that don't like put one bite in my food until I find the perfect episode?
Yes.
Or the perfect show. Like I'll be sitting there with the fork like
Nope. Gotta find the right video to eat this too.
I'm eating.
Sometimes I like to eat, for some real weird reason, I like to watch cartoons while I eat. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have a confession. Like, I know somebody gonna probably jump down my throat when I say this, but I have no shame. I think I eat the best watching my 600-pound life.
What?
Fun facts about TT.
That's terrible.
Like, boy, I tore up some broccoli and cheese casserole and some lima beans and some pork chops and was just like, they need to get that together. They need to get right. Okay, how you gonna live an unhealthy lifestyle like that? You had 4 burgers. Can you please pass me the hot sauce, ranch dressing, extra sodium, Tony Satchers, and a Diet Coke?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, that's
TT.
me.
Okay, so look.
Okay,
You the voice
On topic.
of the notorious. What he say?
I said on topic.
No. You are the voice of the notorious and the infamous and the just legendary Marching Storm.
all these vocabulary, the omnipotent.
Yes. We got to talk. This the baddest band in the land.
Period.
And the voice of Tierra, TT on the mic.
Yes, not many people know my real name.
Hey,
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I love it. Definitely, this is my 4th season serving as the announcer for the Marching Storm, and it's been a very dope ride. I love what I do. Not many people can really just wake up and say, I'm doing what I love for a living. And it doesn't mean that you're not going through, like, stress. It doesn't mean you don't have adversities you have to face. But to know you're doing it for you, like you're literally doing it for you, that's what makes it all worth it. That's what makes it make sense. So, and sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But
Double
don't make dollars.
entendre.
It don't make sense.
Double entendre. Double entendre. I'm feeling that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What made you want to get into that? Because Cam told me you were coming on the show today, and I'm from TSU.
Oh
So-
God, I'm gone. I'm out. I'm just playing.
It's all good.
You're gonna be assassinated. You gotta put the lips on it. I'm assassinated. No, what's good, TSU? How y'all doing, cousin?
Yeah. What?
Little cousin.
So what made you want to get into what you're doing right now? Like, what made you say I want to go to Prairie View and I want to be TT? And I just
Oh,
want
he asked me that question.
Yeah.
So
Oh
glad.
Lord. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
preach,
So,
preach.
what made me want to come to Prairie View? Well, it's funny because I have a grandmother that went to Prairie View. I have Trey, Brian, Miko, Marcus,
Got some
Onisha,
lineage.
Sadie. Dominique, 7 cousins and a nephew that went to Prairie View.
Okay.
And none of them were my reason. None of them.
Good job.
I actually, I just, God has a funny way of like tapping you on your shoulder. And I remember being a teacher in Dallas, and one of my spiritual mothers was just like, you trying to find a way out, and it ain't going to be through no man. It ain't going to be through no friends. It ain't going to be through no hangouts. It ain't going to be through no American Idol. It ain't going to be through none of that. It's going to be through going to that school. And I have went through so many things where I didn't graduate from high school on time. I was told that I would never graduate from high school by a hater. I was told that, I couldn't walk because I didn't pass the tax test. I was told many things. And so that kind of sticks with you and hit you hard. But over a course of 3 years of trying and giving up, meeting the wrong people, growing through those pains, growing through the lessons that you had to learn the easy and the hard way, growing through the things that you put yourself through, to be honest. I literally just trusted God through the process. I did a lot of kicking and screaming because I'm stubborn. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very stubborn, but
all the Capricorns watching.
What genuinely brought me to Prairie View was definitely really feeling God say that was it, and guiding me through it. I don't think that I would have ever accomplished as much as I've ever accomplished had I not stepped foot on this university. And I knew it was the right thing to do when I came here October 26th, 2010. I remember I rode the Greyhound it was Halloween weekend. Rode the Greyhound all the way to PV back at Onco. Remember back in the day it was Onco. My cousin picked me up, and I remember when I saw that next exit Prairie View A&M University sign, and the song I Will Trust You by James Fortune and Fire came on.
Oh, really?
And what was so crazy was that New Year's, we go to watch night. So New Year's, he was at my church at Friendship West Baptist Church, and he was talking, and he was speaking to me, and I got to speak to him afterwards, and I just remembered like him saying, this is your season. Like everything that you went through, it's about to make sense now. And I did it. I went. I had to embarrass myself. I had to show that I was okay to take some steps back, to take at least 1,000,000 steps forward. And so I came to PV, and I just saw it like, man, this is me. This is where I'm at. And for me, feeling my dad's spirit there is really what made it really just seal the deal. I came in 2011, and I ain't looked back.
Nice.
Sorry, it's a long answer.
No. Yeah, you're good.
That's a great answer.
Brought everybody to tears.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But one thing that I have to highlight is that not only are you the voice of the March of Storm, not only are you just everything that you're involved in, from you speaking Spanish to everything that you have been through. You've been through trials and tribulations, and you have overcome all of them. But you have a huge impact on campus and a huge influence. And when people think about hosting, or people thinking about just reaching out to somebody, the first person that they call is you. That says a lot about your character. That says a lot of things.
I met some people today, and it was just like, can I have your number? And I'm like, I promise you I'm human. I promise you can have my number. If I don't feel comfortable, I will kindly block. But but I promise you I'm human. I'm a person. If you see me, like I used to tell people all the time when I walked in at MSC, you don't have to just look at me. I'm not something to be admired. I'm something to embrace. I'm someone. I'm a person. Talk to me, because sometimes I need your love. I need to be lifted up by you. And for me, many years, Prairie View was my therapy. Coming here was my healing place. It was my safe haven to just let it out and then go back into the real world that, everybody talks about, but nobody really talks about that feeling. And you just need somebody to go, it's all right, baby. I know you bruised and battered. They done rejected you. They done this, that, and the third. But you going to get it right going back out there. And that's what I get every time I come here. Even if it's somebody saying, oh, my God, TT, I just love you. Like anything. And it just makes me happy. So when people come to me and ask me like, hey, how did you start emceeing? I will gladly tell you, because you need to learn that. I'm not going to be, at PV forever.
Right.
And that might kill somebody.
Sorry,
you know what I'm
Prairie View
saying?
A&M University.
I know. That might hurt some. I know you happy. But shade. No, but no, I know that's gonna, it's gonna break some hearts. But I think anyone who knows where God is taking me understands that process, that, all things must come to an end at some point.
Right.
However, I would never leave you on in a place of uncertainty of what's next. I want Barack to trump you. If that makes sense.
Dang.
I won't do that.
She
what I'm
went
saying.
there with it.
I'm
okay.
just saying. I hope you voted, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna pray. I don't even want to look at the TV right now, Lord.
I've been
Spirit
watching
just
it. I've been watching it.
I
I think
hate
we're
it.
doing good.
Spirits. Yeah, we have.
No,
like
they said Houston is blue.
yeah,
Yeah, Houston's
it's
blue.
Texas was really blue, like really blue
Hey,
when I was looking at it.
you got it. Hey,
So
I ain't we ain't even gonna get into politics. Say no more.
No, we're not. Say none. Say none.
Say none.
Say none
Say
at all.
nothing.
But you know what? I'm gonna give TT some credit because, well, literally, TT, not even a year ago, we was in A-Leaf. We was sitting at Kim's Tea House,
Eating the cookies.
eating cookies, drinking smoothies at a tea house.
Yeah.
And I was telling you all about my spiel about Say No More, about what I wanted to do and all of those things. And you gave me an insight on how to go about doing that, getting my DBA, which is I did that probably a week later.
I stayed on them too.
Yeah. A week later, I went and got my DBA, and I became official with my public speaking, became official with my motivational speaking, became official with Say No More. And I ain't even made a year yet into this brand, into this platform. But that's how God works. That's how he uses you as a vessel. That's how you implement all of those things. So shout outs to TT for that.
Yeah.
I love y'all. Y'all
She
my
was
babies.
a vessel. She was one of the vessels that poured into me as far as that, and we pour into each other. I think that we stayed in that tea house about
like 2 hours plus.
Oh, yes.
Cam, how I'm on the show every week and I found out the backstory last.
Hey,
The guests be knowing more.
Wow, B.
hey, but you know what? But everybody that's on the show has some type of influence on my life or something that I admire.
Yeah,
because just like TT, Sydney was there in high school when we was making a cipher.
Nah, my boy Cameron gave me my first pair of Levi's, bro.
Oh my God. No.
Tell him about it.
I ain't gonna forget that, man.
So you can rap?
Huh?
You can rap?
I used to be able to rap.
He was a poet.
I was a poet.
So
Let's call it a
look,
poet.
we had pre-AP English together.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And we had to do. I had to write a poem, and he had. You had your guitar?
I had my guitar, yeah.
And he was singing in the class, talking about taking a swim. And I don't know what we was talking about, but we collaborated.
Yeah, I don't know,
on
but it worked.
English.
We got an A.
Yes, we did.
We got an
did
A.
get an
That's
class.
how you Mac people, you just come in. Hey, girl, look at the trees. Look at the leaves. All that I see.
I think
is
I had a.
everything that we need to be. We meant to be because we're the sun and you the one.
It was a breakup. I think I was going through a heartbreak at the time, and it was a breakup.
Yeah, you were
poem.
very emotional.
It was very yes.
very emotional.
Yes,
in
I didn't
your
put it on.
verse.
Yeah. Hey,
Man.
But yeah,
That's
we had
like-
some crazy adventures.
we already know. So with that being said, understanding your purpose. When did Tiara understand her purpose and understand like how to follow and live in that? Like, when do you feel like you understood like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is how I'm supposed to do or go about maintaining that?
I think it was it's funny you talked about getting your DBA. I think mine was August 15, 2015.
We got to
Knows the
clarify.
dates.
We got to clarify
Yeah.
what
He knows the
DBA.
dates.
So a DBA just stands for doing business as.
Yeah,
So-
sole proprietorship. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I probably should have went into like a minor in business or marketing or something like that.
Because she know how to do it.
Yeah, and somebody was like, "T, you do marketing in your sleep." But let me stay on topic. So, because I get to rambling.
We get to talk about everything under the sun. We
Para
have-
todos. Let me see. So when did I realize that I need to? Yeah, getting my DBA. I remember I was a marketing person.
yes.
Coordinator for a department on campus, and the band that's when Doc first wanted to hire me on, but they said you can't have two jobs. So Doc said, go start your company, go start your business, and we'll go from there. And that's exactly what I did. And I think when I was going through everything, and I remember like going through the application process, setting up my business account, and I was sitting there like, this is really me. And I named my business TJC Entertainment. It's after me and my dad. We have the same initials. And my dad is where a lot of my gifts and personalities come from. So I wanted to pay homage to him through everything that I do. And so that's why I named it TJC Entertainment. And I remember sitting there like, you could really like not have to work for nobody for the rest of your life except for like what you want to do. And all you have to do is just get opportunities to grow and to learn from that. And there were times where, because learning that you have to live in your purpose is not a light bulb or an aha moment. I think that's what we need to understand, especially as entrepreneurs. It's definitely a journey. And through every journey, you're going to have a freshman chapter where you have to start over, where you have to humble yourself. And the moment you realize that, the easier your process goes, and the more you realize half of your battles are you battling yourself in your head. And so I learned to become at peace with rejection first. I actually learned to embrace rejection, because learning the word no doesn't mean that I have to accept it. I'm not getting a yes from you. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do everything I want to do. When Lancaster told me that I wasn't going to walk, that didn't mean I was never going to get my diploma. I just wasn't getting it from y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah,
So I went to a private school, T. Davis, and I remember I got that diploma, and I was 21 when I had it in my hand for the first time. And no one like even realized that, but I had walked in 07, spoke, did all that stuff, did my graduation, but I didn't get my diploma in my hand till 2011, like right before I came to PV.
Wow.
But I did it, and people said, you'll never go to college, I have a degree, sis. I have a degree. What's next? So I think learning that, learning that if God tells you not right now, that doesn't mean he doesn't want you to have it. Learning to discern the difference between no and not yet, or not this way.
Yeah.
Not this way. If I had it my way, I would have never went to Prairie View, because I would have wanted to be a superstar on American Idol. I had auditioned twice, got rejected both times. I went to Sunday Best, got rejected. Said I could sing and then send me out. Dude said, I don't see nothing in you.
You know you have to sing a song now.
I'm not. No. I know you hear this phlegm in my throat. No. But yeah, like, I just remember like facing all of those rejections, and it was just like, no. And when I tell you, I kept having these dreams about I was running and things kept falling behind me. And someone was chasing me like, Tierra, I'm coming for you. And at first I thought it was somebody trying to kill me, but then I realized it was God breaking down all of my little ideas that I didn't come to him for his approval about first. And when I realized, man, I'm going to just put this in your hand. Lord, I'm going to put this degree in your hand. I'm going to put this diploma in your hand. Y'all remember Wanda, my Honda Accord, 94. Okay, y'all remember like see me sometimes coming from hosting events. One day, who was that busted my window on accident coming from the Summer Lake night when they was trying to pull my window up?
Oh, Lord.
Screwing them.
Yeah.
And that was a year ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn like, trusting the process is so much more rewarding than trying to like fight and do it yourself, because I serve a grand God. I don't just serve like a little bitty basic Jesus. My God ain't basic.
Preach.
He's super dope. He like, let me stop, because I'm telling you now, I'm gonna get this mic, I'm gonna turn this mic. But when I tell you, when I look back at everything I did, all the times I sat in my bathroom as a kid, performing in front of my teddy bears, praise dancing to Whitney Houston and all of that stuff, singing, pretending like I was in front of millions of people. And I remember when people would be like, what you want to be when you grow up? And I'll try to say, I want to be a star. And some people will say, girl, no, you got to get a real job. And going from that to not having my family, when I talk about my business ventures, they'd be like, oh, yeah, and you could do this. And they're so supportive of that. To me, that alone is a testimony. But you have to trust him through the process. Like, Doc was one of the first people that was just like, you're going to be famous, and I'm going to help you get there. And I was like, I didn't believe it. I'm like, whatever. You want me to work for you? Just take it. Okay?
Yeah.
I did not believe it. It took me years. And I remember just the first time going viral.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
This is what we were talking about?
Yeah,
Okay. So learning that like he has it for you and you don't have to chase it. You don't have to run after it. You just got to sometimes wake up. Sometimes just go to bed saying thank you instead of Lord, why? Like so many blessings happen just me learning to say thank you. And I remember that was one of the first things my dad learned. So having gratitude for your storms, because if he wasn't putting you through anything, then to be honest, if you don't go through nothing, you don't go through nothing.
Yeah.
You don't grow through nothing. So
Yeah.
that's some of the things I've learned throughout this process of living like through my purpose is like you have to be okay with being uncomfortable. Jaron Small looked me in my face and told me that 3-4 years ago. And I was like, I'm tired. I want stability, Lord. Okay. Okay. But he was like, you trying to get this 40,000 a year. And yeah, that's cute. You're gonna be stable, but what if God trying to get you to 40 million next month? But
Talk
you ain't
about
gonna catch those opportunities
Yes.
if you at a 9 to 5. And this is my testimony. This might not be anyone else that might be listening. This is God speaking to me. The opportunities that I needed happened at such random moments that had I been at a 9 to 5, I would have missed it. Getting on stage with Nick Cannon, I didn't even know they were here. And that happened like around 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. I didn't even know they were here until I saw I Am Zoe at the Galleria and literally dropped everything I was doing and said, I'm headed that way. And I was on Westheimer. So it's just like, you have to kind of trust it and know that like, it's going to come with some sacrifices and some circumstances, but through it all, it's going to make, like, I keep saying it's going to make sense.
Yeah.
Because there are things that didn't make sense. Like, how could she go through everything she went through and still be smiling, dancing, 8 counting, living, laughing, making other people laugh? Like, graduation year, I was 4 months behind on rent. From hosting events, couldn't get a regular job because I didn't have time. Trying to graduate with Dr. Godwin ain't no joke. And other classes, had 2 internships and still had to try to make it work all right. And my landlord was just like, I can't wait. I can't do it no more. And I swear, I remember Bun B told me, be real about where you're at in your business, and your clients will understand, empathize, and want to support you more. And I put it on Facebook. I was like, y'all think just because I'm shining that I'm all right, but I'm trying to graduate and struggling, fighting an eviction right now. And I had a sorority sister that was like, how much you need? And by the time I got to Denny's thinking I was finna go pack my bags and just going back home, she had gave me everything that I needed.
That's God.
So trusting him, when you trust him in a grand way, even if you trust him in a little way, he will bless you in a grand way, because so many people lose themselves or lose their lives or lose everything that they wanted and was so close to just because they try to put it in their own hands when they were so close. All you have to do is say, all right, God, what is it? What is it? What is it? Here you go. Here's everything that I want, God. I'm going to just let you have that.
Yeah. And I think a big thing as well is that people don't understand that just because you don't see results, speedy results, doesn't mean that you're not working or you're not putting in that effort or it's not coming.
Right.
Like, I think a lot of times people just overlook that, and then they just start doubting themselves. Like, okay, I don't see this happening, or I'm not getting the likes that I get on Instagram, or I'm not getting the feedback that I was expecting, or this picture just didn't do as well, this video didn't do as well. I'm just not doing it. So I feel low about myself. I feel insecure about myself. I don't think that this is something that I should be sticking with because I don't see that positive manner or that result again. So instead of me trying, I'm already quitting. I'm already facing defeat. I'm already mentally down. And I'm telling myself that I can't do this anymore. Right. And I'm getting discouraged by it. But no, this is the time where you persevere and that you push through and you exemplify resiliency.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing right there.
Yeah.
And we're going to touch bases because people were like, wait a minute, you was on stage with Nick Cannon. What was that about?
Oh, yeah.
So to clarify that, y'all, Wild and Out was on on tour. They came to Houston.
Tour, yeah.
TT came on there. And she was on the stage with Nick.
It was funny how it happened. So I had left. So Beyonce had just left Houston, right? Mm-hmm. I was hurt because I had came down with a stomach virus or flu right before I was about to press send for payment, confirm payment. And I literally could not go to the concert. I wanted to go see Beyonce so bad. Found some $50 floor seats.
What?
I don't know how the Lord I don't know how he did that, but I was like, okay, God, I don't care if I'm near the trash can. I'm on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm finna be there.
Yeah.
God was like, no, you not. Because you sick. And I remember I was driving Lyft, dropping people off, and it was like, you sure you don't want to go? And then my car messed up. Something happened with my car where it overheated, and I'm like, I know you lying. Not Candy. Come to find out, it was just a sensor.
Wow.
So, got the sensor fixed, got everything fixed. But that, I want to say, whatever day that I Am Zoe came down, I had just came from Torchy's, trying to take myself out on a little date.
Shout out to Torchy's.
Right. And I had I sat in my,
though.
yeah, it is. It's a la carte. And to be honest, I don't know if I got the right tacos because I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. The trailer park, she ain't my friend.
No, the trailer park is great. What?
Which one is
Back
the
on
one
top,
with
back
the...
You got to get it.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Okay. Don't do it because
Back on topic, man.
So moving forward, so I'm sitting outside of Torchy's and I'm just like, I don't want to go home, but I don't want to be here. I don't know what I want to do. And I just was scrolling down Instagram and saw that Zoe was in a guy. He said, I'm going to be there at 7:00. And I just went, I parked, and I was looking a mess. I had on this PV shirt and a pair of black sweats. And I was like, I ain't got time to go home and change. And when I read his thing, he said he was so nervous. And I got it. I understood it. People think just because you're a public figure that you're just automatically ready to embrace 100 million people at one time. Like, I tell people all the time, I get so nervous in front of big crowds, like in the midst of big crowds.
Yeah.
And so he got there and I found him and everybody, hi Zoe, oh my God, I love you. What was it? You know, everybody fangirling. And I was just like, I'm gonna make him dance.
Yeah.
We gonna dance, we gonna laugh. And we ended up posting the viral video of us twerking in the gallery. And that's when I found out he started talking about, oh yeah, we're here from Wildin' Out. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. I went on his page, got my ticket. And I remember saying to my best friend, I'm going to just get a bleacher ticket because it ain't like I'm going to get pulled on stage or nothing. She said, girl, if you don't get that ticket. She added some cuss words, but I ain't going to. She said, girl, if you don't get that ticket and get your on that flow. And I bought the ticket. A lot of people thought that I was a part of the show. No, I paid $127.95. I just want to let that know, Nick, if you ever want to reimburse. Plus the 8.25 tax, help me God. So I sat there. I was on the floor, minding my business. I was by myself. And as the show went on, one comedian came out. He started playing Suavemente by Elvis Crespo. You know that's my song. And he was shouting out the Hispanic people. I was like, I'm going to get up and dance if you play Suavemente. I started dancing. He was like, you even got the black people up. And so everybody, they put a spotlight on me. And that's people like, oh my God, y'all, TT on the mic here. So not even like 5 minutes after his set, Nick came out and was just like, I'm looking for some lucky people to come on stage, and I'm looking for a queen. I want a queen with curves. He like chunky fire women.
Oh yeah.
And so I was calling
Nick.
Yes. No, I'm playing. But he literally said that, and I just remember I got up and was like, "Pick me!" Help. He's like, "I like that. You in the blue." And boy, when I tell you,
Yeah.
it was over from there. It was over from there. I got on that stage, and it was a done deal. And they played "Let Me Holler" with me and talked, and it was a dope experience. And the way he said my name, he was just like, "Oh yeah, this TT on a mic." I was like, "You were meant to meet me tonight. I just need you to understand, like, you were meant to get to know me." And one of my big sisters was like, "Girl, that stage looks so good on you." And I'm just like, favor ain't fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, favor, it's going to be some things where people going to be like, how come she got to do that? And favor.
Yeah.
Favor. So, yeah, that was the whole Nick Cannon situation. And I'm sure I'm going to see him again.
Oh, absolutely.
Who knows?
We already know. And then you mentioned another name, Jaron Smalls.
Yeah.
So, funny thing about Jaron, let me give you a background information on Jaron. So before I even decided to go to Prairie View A&M University, when I was just a student trying to figure out life at since high school, on A-Leave.
Oh my Lord.
Me and Sid, we were shooting the cipher, and my video production lady that was over the whole thing, she's a Prairie View alumni, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna bring my friend."
But you got the voice spot on, right?
Bad, yeah. That's how she talks. She got that little raspy voice.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So look,
They playing you right now, sis. They really coming for you.
shout out to her. I ain't gonna say her name. I don't want her to feel any type of.
All right,
We
people
love
be
you.
watching
We
this.
love
You know, people watch
We
my
just
stuff.
playing.
Oh yeah,
They
we
be
already
watching.
know.
They be
Yeah.
watching.
So look, so she said her friend named Jaron, he has his business called Legendary, and he's starting to do good, and he did the cipher before and all of this, and she was gonna bring him to the school to shoot a video, our video. So that was our very first time meeting Jaron, and he shot our cipher video, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make it look like a music video," and then he got to twirling around the camera
He started
Yeah.
shaking it
and shaking it and stuff, making it real like
Like a
I felt like I was in
cipher.
Yeah.
New York at a BET cipher or something, man. You feel me? Yes. Yeah. Hold up.
Uh huh.
I don't even rap no
All right,
more.
Cam, go ahead. I retired.
Chill out.
So-
Hey, say no more.
Yeah.
Say less.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Oh.
Mic check. TT
And
up next.
Yeah.
TT, I'm next.
Yeah.
Mike about to wreck.
Yeah.
Run me a check.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Ain't no snake.
What?
Make them shake.
What?
TT on the mic about to break break
Yeah.
it down. H-Town to
Hold
the
up.
triple D.
Uh-huh.
TT on the mic, they heard about me.
Yeah.
Man, I'm at the feast. People in the house. I don't know what else to say, so I'm
I'm out. And TT out.
I'm out.
See,
TT out.
Yeah.
Man, we
I'm out.
freestyling on the
Yeah.
podcast.
I told you I'm lame.
Green
y'all.
light, say no more, say less. You already know what it is, man. TT,
Yes.
I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. No, I think
I got hungry.
Shout out
Ooh,
to
yeah.
Jaron, though.
Yes, I love you, Jaron. I think the thing is like another thing. Oh my gosh. So what's good, Brennan?
Boy, saying bars.
Hey,
Yeah.
Angel. I think the thing that people need to understand. I said this at the PV Gumbo Fest the other night.
Okay.
Everybody
Crooked
trying to be different. Nobody trying to be themselves. That's free game. The next thing I'm gonna have to charge for. Everybody trying to be different. Everybody trying to be black gothic. Everybody trying to be, this, that, and the third. But it's like nothing exterior is gonna make you stand out.
Yeah.
If y'all notice, I be wearing the basic, most basic
Chuck
outfits.
Taylors,
Chucks,
jeans,
t-shirt,
t-shirt.
jeans, period. I'm a tomboy, played football, marched in the band. You ain't finna catch me in nothing cute and extravagant unless it's a pageant and I'm MCing.
I'm trying to tell you.
But
Tell me.
you don't have to change your exterior to showcase your interior. What you need to understand is your superpower on the inside. When you figure out who that is and what it does, there is nothing that anyone can say or do to stop you. I love when people try to box me and classify me. The moment, somebody just before the Wildin' Out thing happened, somebody was like, man, that's all she gonna do. That's all she gonna be. Somebody told me oh man, you gonna be an announcer for that band till you 45. Girl, no, I'm not.
Hey.
No, I'm not, girl. Y'all won't. And it's crazy because it's people try to underestimate you and put you in this box as if you don't serve a God that already had you 10 steps ahead in your sleep. I don't even know where I'm going. That's what people need to understand. People, what's next? You asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
Because if I was to tell you where I'm going, it probably would be too basic, too regular, too mediocre, too y'all don't know, I applied to over 180 jobs just between the last 3 months and got rejected from each one.
That ain't your purpose.
That ain't it.
Sounds like a breakthrough coming. Sounds like a breakthrough
it
coming.
is, and you know what? And
Yeah.
then what's crazy was something dope happened today that I needed to happen, and it was that's why I was even in PV, because everything that I've been trying to do is it's about to happen in this one special gift, and I can't wait to share that with y'all. But I want to make sure all the logistics together first.
It's coming soon. It's
Okay.
coming soon. But
Okay,
you know what's beautiful too? I heard somebody, a wise man, once told me, one of my old directors at camp, he said, instead of worrying about, people worry about too many things. He said, instead of worrying about that, he said, how about you work from your image and not for your image?
Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Work from your image and not for your image. So many people try to be something that they're not.
Yeah.
So many people, like you said, you was at the Gumbo Fest. Shout out to Crooked Straight Media.
Yes, what's good, JJ?
Yeah. And so many people try to be something to appeal to a crowd instead of being themselves.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot with our people. It's like you're struggling to find your image. You have to own who you are. You have to embrace your everything about yourself, from your flaws to your perfections, your imperfections. You have to own you. Nobody can do you better than you. Nobody knows you.
A pastor once said it best. I would never let an exterior force define my value.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are you, like, to tell me? Who am I to tell me who I am? Like, when you're created in His image, like, you don't even know who you are completely yet. Your job is to say, Lord, I'm willing to be a vessel. I'm willing to be used by you. I know that means there's some paths you might not let me walk down that I probably was ready to go towards. I mean, there might be some people I can't date. There might be some friends that I can't hang out with no more. There might be some family members I have had to cut off. There might be some things that I just can't do. Like,
let them know.
People don't get it. Like, there's a lot of sacrifices that you will have to make. And my mama, whenever she nagged at us and got on us, that's the first word she used was sacrifice. And it used to annoy me. I'm like, okay, girl, Mary J. Blige, okay, yo, sacrifice, girl. We ain't asked to be here.
You got to sacrifice.
But I get it, because there's been weddings, funerals, birthdays, other opportunities that I miss out on in efforts to make sure that everything that I'm doing is conducive to where I'm trying to be. And I think when people understand that, like, all you have to do, to be honest, is chill. Them comments, negative, positive, they don't matter, because they can't take you to heaven and they can't send you to hell. So don't worry about what people say about you. Do it, perfect it, learn from it, and keep moving. Forgive yourself and keep moving. What's up, Hop? Okay, my band director watching y'all.
Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, he just got on me the other day when we came from Jackson, because y'all know I'm over analytical. You already know I'm like a mental person. And so I was getting on myself to the point where I think I started beating myself up because I didn't feel like I did my best, or the energy just went there. And, you know, he just was like, stop beating yourself up. Like, at the end of the day, you know, you have your good days and you have your bad days. Don't worry about it. And I just realized, like, life is too short. Like, things happen. Beyonce failed. Like, that's my quote. Like, people be wondering, like, what do you say to keep you going after mistakes? Beyonce failed. Okay, Jesus walks. Beyonce failed. Okay, Queen B. Okay, because that's mother. Queen B failed at her sold out show and got up and kept dancing. Why am I worried about a hiccup? Right? Like, oh well, the mic didn't turn on. Oh well, this happened. Oh well, the show must go on.
Yeah,
and that's literally my core to life. The show must go on.
There you go.
And when you realize that, I promise you, it'll get so much easier for you. Like, I love it. I do. And it's not easy every day. I promise. It's not. Some days I just be like, you know what, Lord? I'm too close to Bissonnette for you to be playing with me, God.
Yeah.
I'm too close.
Y'all don't want to know. If you're not from Houston, please.
It's Wonderland.
No.
Without the Wonderland. Without the one, you wonder how the heck you got up on that street.
Oh, my God.
It's like Ledbetter and Pennsylvania mixed together.
Okay.
Like, you just don't want. You don't want
TC on the mic is here, y'all.
Forgive me, God.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Lord.
Yes.
But yeah,
yes.
I love it. So yeah, but yeah, how was TT on the mic created?
Yeah.
I was literally introducing myself.
What?
That's it.
She had no backup story. She just said, I was always, you know, TT, but I was in that moment saying, "What's good? It's your girl TT," on the mic. And somebody came up to me after the game, was like, "Oh, hey, there's TT on the mic," and I'm like, "I'm not on the." Oh, all right, let me go ahead and I use that, and that became my brand, TT on the mic. And
nice.
I mean, I was already her. It's just I needed to bring her out. I needed to activate that dope superwoman within me.
That's that.
Yeah, that's that Tony Satchers, that hot sauce.
Tony
Yeah,
Satchers.
just that little. It's like you got that one dish, and you like, dang, this is fire. But one more thing, just one.
That's the
Bay.
parsley,
You gotta
right?
put the
That's
Salt
parsley.
Bay on it. Yeah,
You know, black folks put parsley over everything to make it seem like we really doing something.
that Tony said.
Right.
We love spicy food.
We do. I ain't even mad at it. But
no.
that's how she got started, and I mean,
and has been iconic since then. You are literally iconic to us.
Yeah.
That's a thing, and people have to see that, and people are going to see that. And the world is waiting on that. Like,
man.
I remember when we played Texas A&M. Lord, y'all, if y'all don't know about Texas A&M, of course it's predominantly white. And they got a band, it's cool, but they ain't never played at Prairie View A&M University. And so you already know if you go to PV, the March of Storm is what you live for.
Yeah.
So halftime comes.
Halftime is game time.
TT got on that mic and Twitter went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that one? You got to tell him that comment.
Steve, his name was Steve at Steve Stevens. I'll never forget him. Steph Stevens. I remember he said, "Man, that PVAMU band hype lady can narrate my entire life," and it went viral. The crazy part was I had no Twitter at this time. I deleted it after freshman year because I was like, "What is this? I don't need this."
Yeah.
Oh boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said that, and I literally made my Twitter page just to thank him.
Man,
That's how I created my Twitter page.
So shout outs to him, man.
Yeah, and that came back, and we lit up the entire cow field because we were honoring those who were affected by Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah,
and I even acknowledged many people like all of the heroes, all of the Navy. Who else? I can't remember their names, but the Creole Navy or something like that, Cajun Navy or something like that. DJ Mr. Rogers and all of those who helped him be able to help get. I acknowledge. Yes, I acknowledge so many people because it was just like you deserve that. Cite your sources. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when they saw me, it was so funny because I was sitting there, and anybody who knows me personally knows I sit quietly. I move loudly, but I sit quiet. I sit quietly. I mind my business, and I'm done. Yeah. And they were just like, do they have a lady or a male that's going to speak for the band? And I was like, hi, I'm Tiara. I'm Tiara Chapman. I'm going to be announcing for the Marching Storm. I just need to locate my microphone. It's 5 till halftime, and I just want to make sure there aren't any presentations or anything. And they were like, all right, well, I'm here. This is your mic, and if you need anything else, you just let us know. Are you going to talk like that on the mic? I said, I just want to warn you, it's going to get real different in about 5 minutes. And they was like, oh, all right. They weren't ready. They weren't ready for me. And like, I just remembered sitting there and like just feeling myself zone out. It's literally a spiritual transformation that comes over me. Like, people be like, so what is TT on the mic, or what is it? It's my ministry. It is my way that I minister to whomever is listening. And I just remember going off, and that clock went 0, them lights came on, and I pressed that button, and I don't know what happened after that. I can't tell you. All I know is at the end of it, I was just like, okay, guys, thank you so much.
Everybody was just
shocked,
perplexed.
Shout out to Texas A&M. Thank you so much for the love and support. I love them. Like, they have such a good positive energy with us. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
absolutely. And you know what you named? So we went through 2 names, but you mentioned 3 names.
Okay.
You mentioned you had some free game from Bun B.
Oh yeah,
the trilogy, the Texas legend. You don't want to know a fun fact about Bun B?
What?
This is where he does his podcast.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
He sits in this chair.
I thought it was this chair.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it's one of them chairs. What if they move the chairs?
Hey, it don't even matter.
I thought I was in the Bun B chair.
Well, hey, look. Hey.
Oh my God, we sitting in one of Bun B's potential chairs, y'all.
Yeah, potential chairs.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? He's in there.
Trill spill. You feel me? The trill is in the atmosphere.
Fun fact, I also grew up in Port Arthur. What's good? Auntie
Well,
Lily Bell.
she been in Texas. This is a Texas
Oh, yeah.
legend.
Let me tell you what him done told me today. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. But this is some encouragement to a lot of people that's probably watching, that's probably trying to figure out where to start with their brands, where to start with their platforms, and how to live in it. I think that this is just some great insight. Yeah. I know
start in the mirror.
It starts with you. You have to believe in yourself. Yeah. We have similar stories, TT.
Yeah.
I hope you know that when it comes to that school system and what everybody projected, and when it comes to that college life, our stories are very, very, very similar.
Absolutely.
People just counted me out. People always counted me out with a lot of things, and so what helped me. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is a gift that God gave me, because when I was younger, I was really quiet. Mm-hmm. I really didn't talk much. Now, I wasn't shy. Mm-hmm. but I didn't talk around people. I was very observant to my surroundings because I wanted to know how to deal with you when I get to talking. So I would be very quiet and just observant of everything and everybody. And so, even my family, they used to be like, "What's wrong with that boy? He okay? He can't he talk?" And my mom and my brothers, they be like, "Yeah, he could talk. He can't shut up when he at home, but yeah, he could talk. I don't know why he ain't talking right now."
Yeah.
And that was literally the reason why I just wasn't talking. But it's crazy because growing up now, and you see me now as a college graduate, I'm a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
I'm a public speaker, and I'm over here using my voice to impact the communities, impact the youth, anybody in our generation, the young, the old, the in between. Like, I'm here to impact and encourage anybody that needs that hope and needs that extra push.
Right.
And it's a God-given gift. And the reason why I know it's a God-given gift is because when I go to these speaking engagements, and I've been to several speaking engagements where I spoke to over 100, 200, several people now. And one of the things that I do is they ask me, they're like, "Well, what you going to talk about?" I'd be like, "I don't know." And they're like, "What do you mean you don't know?"
Yeah.
I don't know. And so when I go to these schools and I go to these speaking engagements, all I do before I get on and go on and say whatever I got to say for 30 to 45 to an hour spill, I pray. And then I go on and let the Spirit lead me and
Exactly.
allow my voice to be heard. And
It's literally like a sermon.
I freestyle.
And it's funny because I used to tell people I'd never be a preacher.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no first lady. It's too much pressure,
Same
girl.
thing.
And Miss Cassandra told me, she was like, "You going to minister in a very unique way." And I was just like, the M word, ooh, Mufasa.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do it. I'm scared, or I don't want to do it. And I just remember, like, the word minister, I'm like, that's a lot of pressure. Like, that means you got to really be a leader. You have to really make sure that you are leading by example, because somebody going to be watching you. And I was driving Lyft, and this lady named, I think she goes by IT Angel. She's a dancer. She's a hip hop dancer. She's danced with Janet Jackson and all of that. And she's also paralyzed from waist down.
What?
Got in, I think, a wreck that severed her spinal cord, and she still dances to this day.
Are you serious?
With some of the top choreographers, Snoop, Wildebeest, if y'all know who Wildebeest is on YouTube, one of the dopest choreographers, and she still goes. And I remember she told me, she said, "Before I get out this car, God is leading me to tell you there's somebody watching you." Mm-hmm. It was a long night. I was tired. I had only made $60. And I was like, man, money ain't coming in. I need to do stuff. I got bills to pay. And she was like, "If you quit, what are you telling them?" And my niece had reached out to me and was just like, "Hey, auntie, I just want to let you know I love you and I'm proud of you and I can't wait to see you do more." You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and sometimes we get caught up into the adversity that we forget that, man, I'm just blessed to still be going. Yeah. Like, man, I know it's hard right now, but I'm so grateful that I'm still going. And you get caught up in the people not liking your style and people trying to dish you, and you want to clap back. Right. But it's just like, I promise you it's not worth it. Like, anyone who's, God finna speak to me. Anybody who's wronged you in a process of you going to where you're meant to be, you know that you are ready to grow to the next level when you have the opportunity to literally hem them up, get that karma, but you don't. That actually happened to me tonight. Like, on the way here, I pulled out and ran into someone that I once knew that literally just hurt me in the worst way. And when I tell you, he must have saw me, and I looked at him and I just stopped my car like, "I know you lied." Shout out to my kid. "I know you lied." Yeah. When I tell you, I put that car in reverse. I kept backing out, and I went out and moved forward, and I drove. I was like, "Girl, please, you too blessed to let these haters, let these people try you." And it's not easy.
No, it's not.
Because every now and then you got them tests that you just fail, girl. But I promise you, like, the blessings that are going to come your way just for you trusting, like, the vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, not saith you, not saith your flesh. Like, not it doesn't matter what. I know they deserve to be bopped in the face. I know they said something to you. I know they tried to defamate your character. I know they tried to come for you. I know they tried to steal from you. I know they tried to take your joy. But I promise you, God has something for them. And anything that they're doing to you or saying to you or saying about you, it's not stopping anything. Right. People were trying to get me out of many things that God had already assigned to me. When He has my name on it, it's final. It ain't written in no dang on dry erase marker, baby. That's written in stone.
Yeah.
You can't erase stone. So
that's TT on the mic, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So real quick, we about to close it up, and we have. Yeah, we love you too. We definitely love you.
I guess you okay, TSU. You know what I'm saying? No, you know I gotta give him the grief. You know.
Yeah.
We play out on the 24th. You coming?
Huh?
You coming on the 24th? You coming?
Well, the 20. Oh yeah.
You gonna come?
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have tailgates. You gotta bring food.
He definitely not coming.
You gotta bring your own food. We don't need you eating up our Panther food.
Oh yeah.
What? I can't eat the Panther food.
Nope.
No, you gotta bring them Tiger points.
Nope.
Y'all got what y'all got on campus at McDonald's, Domino's, or something? That little what y'all call it? A TSC.
You don't even know.
Yeah, I don't really eat it that thing. Like, I'll be honest.
See, look at the. I'm playing. Don't come at me, TSU. I'm just playing.
All right, now.
So we got a 30-second spill. Whatever you want to tell the people, however you want to tell them about your platform or your social media or however you want, just anything. Just give them an insight or something in 30 seconds. So who are we gonna start with today? Sis.
I win every time.
Every time we got to start, yeah.
All right, again, guys, my name is Sydney Odom. Basically, what I pulled out of today, I was very quiet actually today.
You was.
Honestly, but that was because I was listening though.
Yeah.
'Cause I was very interested in your
intrigued,
story.
yeah.
I was intrigued. I was very
Really?
interested in your story and everything.
I'm intriguing y'all.
And the way, intriguing.
I'm intrigued.
I was very interested in your story and everything, just the way you talked about God and just basically the person that you are today and everything. And it was inspiring. It was very encouraging to hear, most definitely. So I spent a lot of times. I know when to listen. I know when to shut up.
He's
and
a black actor
because I
as
usually,
well.
So I talk a lot.
How many times y'all fight when the mic's cut off? I bet y'all be in there just because I know he be giving you autographs.
Oh, we just tied up, man. Going back.
You ain't even let his 30 seconds start. Like this better not be a part of his 30 seconds, okay? You get a whole new 30 seconds.
Thank you for my new 30 seconds.
I just want to TSU don't say I ain't never give you nothing. Okay, I give you 30 seconds.
This don't count. This don't count.
No, but I really appreciate it though.
Overall, know yourself, and everyone else will too. Basically, Just follow and be true to the person that you are, and then I'll pass it on. That's my short spill.
Yeah, that way.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
My gosh. Okay, guys. What am I doing? Like, take care of yourselves and each other. That's what we're doing, Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer Corner. Chicken noodle super soul. Or am I doing like upcoming stuff? What am I doing?
Hey, whatever's on your heart. Just go ahead.
Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thy
your
heart.
heart.
Lean not to thine own understanding. Acknowledge him in all ways, and he shall direct your paths. Sit still, be quiet, know when to move, and I promise you everything is gonna work out. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at TT on the mic. There's 2 T's on correctly spelled MIC. Same thing for Twitter, but with the underscore in front of it. And I'm writing my first show.
When you say show, what do you mean?
Ladies and
series.
gentlemen,
You're writing a web series.
I'm writing.
Can I get a
series.
cameo?
Well.
What you
Let me
mean?
have a
Can
cameo.
I get a cameo?
What you
I'm an
mean?
actual actor.
Can I get a
You know,
cameo?
we can actually do this.
Let's do it.
Because
I got
I'm
this.
in the prep phase. I'm in the writing
prep
phase.
phase.
So I haven't.
Let
I
a brother
have
know.
characters written. Should I tell them what it's about? This is my first time ever like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and start it out.
Take over.
Let us know.
Aye. So it's your girl TT on the mic.
Okay.
No. So a lot of people don't. We talk about graduating, and we almost equivalent it to like. The happy ending of a story. When you see someone walk across the stage, the champagne bottles get popped, everybody sing their sorority and fraternity hymns. We all toss the hats, turn the tassels, cross the stage, cheers, mama, daddy, crowd, hug us. But what happens next? So for me, child, I'm gonna cry. For me, in my experience over the past 1.5 years, when I graduated, not just lived, but graduated.
Yes.
For all my haters who don't know, I remember that feeling of like the not knowing what was going next. And I just want to write a show dedicated to those who go through so many different journeys, because not everybody goes through the predictable or the traditional route after graduation. So I'm definitely writing a show. I'm deciding between naming it Enjoy the Ride or Grace Period. So I'm in that, but you will see that on YouTube.
I like Grace Period.
I like Grace Period too. I feel like it just does more for me. It does
that
for more.
6 months grace period before
Boy,
you gotta pay back them loans.
Because they will call you. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sing
Bless
that song
him.
real quick. No, go sing a song real quick. I
just
forgot.
sang
No, I said a song. I
a
forgot.
song.
Yeah,
What
sing a
do you
song.
want me to put?
Sing a snippet of him.
Oh my God.
Dear Prairie.
I know you lied.
Point to the
Oh my God. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to sing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to sing, but I want to sing.
Freestyle.
I don't know. Oh, I just freestyle.
freestyle singing.
I don't know what to sing freestyling. You just what you do.
Go ahead,
Hey,
make
you
a
know
hit
what?
real quick.
Look, we're gonna improv this whole thing. You've been
I
a
hate
while
him
now,
so
so you
much.
have experience.
Wow.
You have experience.
You have
I
experience.
forgot.
Snick
She
at
does
me.
have experience.
Why y'all gotta do me like
Say no
this?
more. Sing, hey, look. So we got the signs in the back. We got the Green Light Podcast popping. Go ahead
There we go.
and sing something for us.
Ah.
Go ahead.
gotta
What
sing
am
a
I
song.
doing? Like using
It don't
words?
even matter. It don't even matter, TT.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Use some words. Yeah, pull some words out the room.
Oh my God! First of all, my weed falling in my mouth.
That's a lyric.
It's
Add
okay.
it.
My weed falling in my mouth.
Yeah.
Ooh, I said my weed falling in my mouth. Ooh, I said my weed falling in my mouth. Ooh, I said my weed falling in my mouth. Wait a minute, walking in the building, willing and able, sitting with my boys,
Yeah.
Cam at the table.
Yeah.
Man, we got the mics.
Yeah.
Man, we got the cam.
Yeah.
Say no more, man. You know who we am.
Yeah.
Know who we am.
Yeah.
Man, that ain't a sentence.
What?
I'ma Kanye this. Hold up, I'ma finish.
Yeah.
I'ma let you finish, but
Yeah.
you know we hit the dinners because
Oh.
you know we got the Democrats, Republican can win it because
Hey.
you know we voted. Rock the vote.
Beat up.
TT on our mic, we gonna rock the vote.
Whoa.
I don't give a care if they hate the foe. Bang it like a knock on the door. I said the po gonna be knocking on your door.
Yeah.
TT on the mic, gonna take it to the front. I don't know why he do me like this. I'm so lame. I ain't even sing. What I supposed to sing?
Oh, you didn't sing.
I thought you were gonna sing that
Yeah, I
whole
thought you
thing.
was gonna,
It's
like-
okay.
It's
I don't know. I mean, I
Give
can-
us a chorus for Say No More, so when we have an introduction,
There we go. We can add it every
Oh,
time.
I forgot to,
Yeah.
bro. One more thing. TT has a song out
You have a
called
song.
TT's Juice.
So
It's a bounce record.
Yeah.
why was this not performed?
I don't even know.
Ah, ha,
That's a
ha.
stage back
All
there.
right, let's go.
I know you lying.
Let's just sing something. I don't know. Just look. These the last few months.
Oh my
Go
God.
viral. Make
Wait,
yourself
why
famous.
kill
Go
yourself about
viral.
age?
Go viral
Go
right
viral.
now.
Go viral
Go viral.
again.
Go
right now.
viral with
Go
it.
viral right
The
now.
Green Light Podcast. You heard it first. TT on the mic.
Green light.
Go
I was
ahead.
doing the green light.
It don't even matter.
Sing
You just want me
something.
to sing? Okay.
Anything. It don't even matter.
And you know what's funny? I sing all day. And then when
But when the time comes,
Didn't dude.
I'm gonna just do some.
I'm gonna go down my playlist and say something.
Okay, go down your playlist. Pick a song. Let me see.
But I got a
Look.
bunch of 80s songs.
I
got, You know, Before I Let Go.
I do kinda.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I know it, but you gotta be playing it. you know the songs where you like.
Can
you
I
know
play it on here?
I think
I
that's
can play it.
copyright.
We ain't
That's
got,
copyright.
is it?
That's copyright.
Well, hey, can't play it.
Let me see. I mean, I have songs. Let me see. Child, I think I have heartburn. Child.
TT, if you gonna sing us out, let me get this
All right, go
30
ahead.
seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
get your
think
30
about
second
the
spills,
song.
Ken. I'm gonna think about the song.
Think about the song, y'all.
Yeah,
Hey,
we gonna buy
TT gonna
time.
sing us out. But look, if y'all enjoying what y'all see or hearing right now, definitely subscribe to our channel. Say No More by Cam Green, KAM Green like the color. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Cam Green, KAM Green like the color, SNM, which stands for Say No More, Say No More, Say
Yeah, yeah,
Less.
yeah,
What's
yeah,
understood
yeah.
ain't gotta be explained.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
if you
yeah.
understand, then go get it. Then stop talking about it. That's
And
what
follow
it's
me
all
on
about.
Instagram, the Sydney Odom, THESIDNEYODOM. I had to shout out my Instagram.
I love your voice.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's the Quiet Storm.
Man,
Quiet
look at
storm.
here. Look at here. See, TT come on my show, start trying to shoot her shot and everything. Look at
We
this.
fly high, no lie. we know
Oh,
it. Oh my god. Okay.
This
okay,
is
you know
Cam
what?
Green. This is the green light. Go ahead, TT.
Yeah. I'm gonna do an old school song.
All right,
right.
bet.
Oh, y'all will do this when I ain't got no voice.
It's
child.
okay. It's okay.
Yes, you do.
Ooh. Okay. Summertime and the living is easy. fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mother's good looking. Oh, so hush, little baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
West.
Sí, ahora yo puedo cantar para ustedes.
Hey, y'all. And that was just TT on the mic.
There you
Sid
go.
says so.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
Cam
Make
Green.
some noise.
This is Cam Green. And this is Cam's Green Light. Say no more. Say less. I love TT. Thank you, TT. We love you. We
quiero.
listen. This
No puedo vivir sin
this
ti.
is only the beginning.
Solamente.
The beginning.
This is only the beginning. And
Para
if you're
todos de
trying to find
nosotros
your
aquí.
purpose, if you're trying to find your purpose, man,
I hope I said something that really ignites something within you. I hope that tonight is the last night that you wonder why you're here at 3 a.m.
trying to tell you.
So I hope, because maybe you're just like me. Maybe you were just like me, and maybe this is exactly what you needed. So I'm going to tell you before you give up on yourself, just keep going one more day, one more step.
And TT said it.
Period.
We love y'all, man.
You heard it here.
Thank y'all. And keep
Ciao.
praying. We love y'all.
Yeah.
This video coming soon. Episode 5, we outie.
Bye.
Got it done.